A month of geopolitical upheaval, August 2024, in review. Welcome back. If you're passionate about global politics, you're in the right place. Because August happened. Geopolitical shifts that could make tectonic plates look like they're doing the jitterbug. We'll unpack the events that defined August 2024, from currency showdowns to climate protests. So, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Picture this. Moscow in August. World leaders, 126 nations, descended on Moscow for the BRICS summit. It was about one thing: taking on the mighty US dollar. BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, aimed to create a new global reserve currency. The mood in Washington was nervous, checking their wallets. Remember that trade deal between the EU and South America? On August 2nd, they made it official. After years of negotiations, they signed. But it's complicated, with concerns about environmental protections and labor standards. Only time will tell if it's a beautiful friendship or a messy breakup. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Sudan is a mess. On August 3rd, the civil war worsened, leading to a humanitarian crisis. Millions are displaced, famine looming, and the international community is in despair. The entire Horn of Africa risks being dragged into this conflict, with devastating consequences. On August 4th, China introduced new cybersecurity laws that have sent chills down the spines of tech giants everywhere. Rules are so tight, they make a straitjacket look like a loose-fitting sweater. China loves the economic growth the internet brings, but isn't keen on free speech. These laws say, if you want to do business in China, you play by our rules. And those rules give the Chinese government power to monitor and control online activity. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict flaring up isn't surprising, but August 5th saw a serious escalation. Airstrikes, ground clashes, and a rising body count. The international community urges restraint, but those words ring hollow. We shouldn't accept this cycle of violence as inevitable. On August 6th, Russia staged military drills in the Arctic, just to remind everyone who's boss. The Arctic is strategically important, full of natural resources, and a great place to test military hardware. These latest drills were on another level, with warships, fighter jets, and the whole shebang. NATO wasn't exactly thrilled. It's a reminder that the Arctic is becoming a new frontier for geopolitical tension. On August 7th, the global food crisis worsened as blockades crippled Ukraine's grain exports. Ukraine is a major grain exporter. When their ships can't leave port, people go hungry. Millions face food shortages and skyrocketing prices. This is a global security threat. On August 8th, a US military base in Iraq was attacked. Soldiers were injured, tensions spiked, and the Middle East sighed, "Here we go again." It's part of a worrying trend of escalating violence. With US-Iran relations unstable, this incident is a stark reminder of how quickly things can go south. On August 9th, the BRICS nations announced their cryptocurrency, a digital currency backed by major economies. They aim to bypass the US-dominated financial system. Is it a long shot? Sure. Fascinating? Absolutely. On August 10th, millions worldwide demanded climate action. From cities to villages, the message was clear: our planet is in trouble. These weren't just typical protests, they were creative demonstrations. A powerful reminder that climate change affects us all. On August 11th, Starlink announced its expansion to 105 countries. Starlink could revolutionize internet access in developing countries. But there are concerns about space junk and digital colonialism. Still, a little internet access never hurt anyone, right? On August 12th, South Africa's ruling ANC party had a meltdown. Power struggles, corruption scandals, and finger-pointing had the country on edge. The ANC has been in power since apartheid ended, but their grip is slipping. The economy is struggling, unemployment is high, and people are fed up. This crisis could break the ANC's hold on power, impacting South Africa's future. On August 13th, Lebanon's economy took a swan dive. Hyperinflation, currency devaluation, and a financial meltdown. Life savings were wiped out, businesses closed, and chaos ensued. A stark reminder that economic instability can cripple a nation. On August 14th, the EU-South America trade deal hit a major snag. Disagreements over environmental regulations created a perfect storm of opposition. The deal isn't dead yet, but it's on life support. It's a cautionary tale about global trade complexities. On August 15th, the Amazon rainforest burned at an alarming rate. Deforestation driven by greed reached a crisis point. The Amazon regulates the global climate, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. When it burns, it releases carbon back into the atmosphere, accelerating climate change. On August 16th, the global chip shortage showed no signs of abating. Everything from your smartphone to your toaster relies on computer chips. The pandemic and supply chain disruptions have created a perfect storm of chip scarcity. August 17th marked the first anniversary of the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan. Afghanistan remains mired in chaos, poverty, and despair. The Taliban are as brutal and oppressive as before. Women's rights are stripped, minorities persecuted, and the economy is in freefall. It's a tragic situation likely to worsen. On August 18th, a massive cyber attack hit a major hospital system. Patient data held hostage, critical systems crippled. Warfare isn't just on battlefields, it's in the digital realm. From government agencies to corporations, no one is immune. It's a brave new world, and it's terrifying. On August 19th, the number of refugees and internally displaced persons surpassed 100 million. People are forced to flee their homes due to conflict, persecution, or climate change. From Syria to Africa, people seek safety and a better life. Yet too often they face closed borders and hostility. It's a crisis demanding a global response. On August 20th, democracy took another hit. From Hungary to India, Turkey to Brazil, authoritarian leaders are consolidating power and silencing dissent. They exploit fear, division, and nationalism to tighten their grip. They attack the free press and undermine the judiciary. It's a worrying trend threatening the liberal world order. On August 21st, another record-breaking heatwave. Wildfires raged across Europe, glaciers melted, and scientists warned of catastrophic consequences. Despite the evidence, the world seemed content to fiddle while Rome burned. Fossil fuel companies raked in profits, and politicians dragged their feet on climate action. It's enough to make you want to scream, but no one would hear you. On August 22nd, the world woke up to the sobering reality of the global water crisis. From the American Southwest to the Horn of Africa, water scarcity is becoming the new normal. Millions lack access to clean drinking water, sanitation systems are failing, and agricultural production is threatened. It's a crisis that affects us all, and will only worsen as the planet warms and the population grows. The time to act is now, before it's too late. On August 23rd, nationalism continued its march across the globe. From the United States to Europe, people are retreating into their national identities. Fueled by economic anxiety and political manipulation, nationalism offers simple solutions. It scapegoats outsiders and promises a return to a mythical past. It's a seductive but dangerous lie we must resist. On August 24th, the robots were still coming for our jobs. Automation and AI are rapidly transforming the workplace. These technologies can increase productivity and create new industries. But they also threaten to create mass unemployment. The challenge is to harness these technologies while mitigating their negative consequences. Social media is the double-edged sword of the 21st century. It connects us with friends and family, sharing information and building communities. But it's also a breeding ground for misinformation, hate speech, and polarization. Companies have tried solutions, but problems persist. Misinformation spreads, algorithms trap us, and harassment is rampant. On August 26th, the COVID-19 pandemic cast a long shadow. New variants emerged, and vaccination rates lagged. The pandemic exposed our health system's fragility. It highlighted deep inequalities within and between countries. On August 27th, the world faced an education crisis. Education systems are failing to equip children with the necessary skills. The COVID-19 pandemic worsened these issues as schools closed. Without quality education, children face poverty and poor health. The global housing crisis continues to worsen. From New York City's soaring rents to Mumbai's slums, affordable housing is an impossible dream for millions. Stagnant wages and rising property prices create a perfect storm of housing insecurity. Bold solutions are needed, from increasing affordable housing to rent control measures. On August 29th, the world asked, "Can democracy survive the 21st century?" Trust in institutions is declining, and political polarization is rising. It's a time of uncertainty, but also a time for renewal. Amidst overwhelming challenges, there are glimmers of hope. People are organizing and fighting for a better future. From young activists to citizens defending democracy, there are countless examples of courage. Even in the darkest times, the human spirit endures. On August 31st, one thing was clear: the world is changing fast. The challenges are complex and interconnected, but not insurmountable. Through cooperation and innovation, we can create a thriving future. That's a wrap on August. Buckle up, September's looking spicy. August 2024 in all its chaotic, confusing, and occasionally terrifying glory. Congratulations, you've earned your geopolitical merit badge. Please tell me September will be calmer. And to that I say, don't hold your breath. Hit subscribe, share this video, and let's navigate the chaos together.